Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome. Anniversary is happening in a week and a half, give or take. At the time of this upload on YouTube, it will be probably closer by then, actually. Yeah, it's going to be good. We're gonna have some fun stuff. But one of the more important things, or one of the more anticipated things with every big event like this, anniversary and New Year's, is the GSSR, the guaranteed SSR unit that you can get from the gacha. Now, a lot of the times, people are like, I don't know what I want. What's good? What should I do? Who should I pick for the GSSR? Well, let somebody else just walk you through who's good on each banner and who's not, and then go through that. And to, certain groups of people, I do, as a matter of fact, read comments about how I have terrible opinions on Fate gameplay. I should never make Fate gameplay videos. I should never do anything relating to anything outside of talking about history, because God knows everyone else knows so much than I do, or something. And to those people, I will reply vindictively. Every time you make a comment like that, I write up a new video to do about Fate content gameplay. I'm gonna just keep doing it. I think it's fun. I don't think my opinions are that bad. Sure, I have some out there opinions because I don't believe in subscribing to the meta 100%, but eh. Alright, so what we're going to do today, chat, is we're going to go through the GSSR, and we're going to take a look at who all is on each of the banners, and we're going to rate them on a scale of 1 out of 10, on if it's a good one to roll on. Now, of course, when you're doing gacha at all, the number one thing is, if you have a character in mind, you can disregard this entire video, right? If you have a character that you're like, I want to try for this character, ignore this entire video. You don't need to bother with that. Okay, for example, the one I'm probably most likely going to end up rolling on is this one. Can you guys see this? There you go. This one. I have 4 of the 5 servants on this banner. 2 of them are not good. 1 of them is okay. Another one is just a repeat that if more extra copies doesn't matter. And then the other one is Merlin, who is not going to come home. This is objectively a bad banner if you have a lot of these characters. But because Merlin's on it, I'm like, it's worth the shot. Because you're here going to be telling you to roll for the middest SSRs? Abso-fucking-lutely. Bro is desperate at this point. I need Merlin. Yeah, Merlin is not coming home, but I need Merlin. So, we're going to rank them all on a scale of 1 to 10. Where is my thing? I had it. There it is. Let's get a different color than gold. What pops? What's a good one that pops? That's a good one that pops.
Say, Mr. Goat, how far have you made it in the Elden Ring expansion?
In the Elden Ring expansion, I just beat Mesmer. And saying his name is not at all a spoiler, because he is he's in the release trailer. That's the one name I'm willing to say out loud, is Mesmer. And I'll say, he's not that hard. He is not that hard. That boss is not that hard. He has a very simple moveset, you just have to learn it. I made a tweet about my opinions on a lot of the difficulty in the Elden Ring DLC. I've yet to meet a boss I'm like is
Have you
insurmountable.
gotten to the point where you split your lungs with blood and thunder it, Mr. Goat?
Yes, I did find the schizophrenic man, and he did help me. I did participate in jolly cooperation with the schizophrenic man. It was really fun. Alright, let's get to it. Yeah, Elden Ring has been good. I've been obsessed with it. I'm currently stuck on a boss. Okay, I say I'm stuck on. I will beat him later on tonight because he's not that hard. He just has issues that are. He has one shots that need to be avoided, and I always am like I have time, and then I don't, and I die. And that's just what happens. It's my fault. It's not the It's not the difficulty of the boss. It's not the difficulty of the game. It's my fault. That rating is kind of small. We haven't rated anything just yet, so I'm just gonna have this in the wings. Oh yeah, look at all. You can count the pixels on this bitch.
A million rounds of applause to the folks who have placed references to Moby Dick and that Mastodon album on Schizophrenic Man's wiki page.
I love that. I really do. Okay, we're gonna go full. There we go. Impact font. And then we'll hover it over this, that way it's easier access. And hide that. Okay, let's start, shall we? So first things first. There will be 20 pools to choose from. So for this GSSR, you'll have 20 pools to choose from. Each pool is categorized by the period that the servants are released and the class, and you may only roll in the one pool as per tradition in GSSR, right? GSSR, you get your free 5-star. Well, free. You pay $15, you put it into the slot machine, you get a 5-star servant among the ranks. 4 stars will be picked among the specified classes released in the period, including limited story data. Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. This is another one of the ones where you get a 4-star, right? Am I wrong on that? I'm pretty sure you get a 4-star along with your 5-star, as opposed to them just being on the banner. So I think they'll get the 30 St. Court one early. Okay. No, I don't, but it would be cool. Yeah, it is guaranteed. Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to double check that. So we will be taking 4 stars into account for these ratings as well. So, 20 banners. Let's take a look. First servant, Arthur. Arthur is okay. He got buffed recently. By recently, I think I mean last year he got buffed. I don't think he's amazing, but he's like good. He's just fine. Was it this? Gets NP gain. Where's his third skill? Oh, which one was his buff? Not this one. I think it was this one. I have only Arthur and Shiki from that pool. Arthur's fine. He's not amazing. He has a weird niche anti-giant. You can farm with him, kind of. It's just a little awkward. Homie's essentially still got instincts. I mean, 30-star Star Bomb's not that bad. Crit damage up's also not that bad. 3 turns, 50% is not awful. Does he have an upgraded NP? He does not. That's rough, buddy. Kind of bad. He's not the best SSR. He's not the... Okay, I should also preface, SSRs in general, there's not any that are, like, explicitly awful, terrible bad. I'm trying to think if there is any. But, nah. Eh. All SSRs are usable. Orion? Normal Orion is usable. She's just awkward. Abby has her uses. I like using Abby. Okita is solid. Yeah, Okita good. Okita's a good pick if you can grab her. Sigurd is okay. Nero Bride's still really good. Musashi's still really good. Shiki is interesting. Shiki's aight. I like Shiki. Shiki's cool. So from this pool in particular, I would say that your strongest picks are Nero Bride and Musashi, easily. Musashi's getting her broken buff soon. Yep. Musashi very strong. Shiki is strong in the future. Shiki's also a good one. The duds are kind of Sigurd and Arthur. But you know, I mean, if you need good, like, single target sabers, there's 4 of them in this. The AoE ones aren't, like, the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's take a look at this. Salter, very good. Gawain is okay. Siegfried is good. Daeon is bad. Suzuka, kind of bad. Nero just got a really good buff. Fran is cool. Munenori is cool. Rama is not great. And Lancelot is good. I would give this banner overall like a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's a solid 7. I think the 4-star selection is kind of bad, which kind of brings it down a little bit. The other issue is that there's the density, but I guess four of the 6 are really good, and 2 are really kind of not. Goddamn, that color kind of hurts. Okay, hold on. Everyone's a fucking critic. Here, let me make it better. Hold on, let me make it better. There you go. Does it make your eyes bleed more? Me too. Watch him make it worse? Absolutely. This is shit. Make it blurrier? Yeah. Why is it so pixelated? I have no idea.
Yara Klidge Putin Russia's greatest spite machine.
I'm full of spite. I'm full of hatred and spite, and I make it everyone's problem.
Things will get worse. How have you not learned this by now with Klidge?
Yeah. So, I think 6.5 is fine. The W's on this banner are pretty solid W's. The bad ones are really kind of bad, though. I don't know. In the future, we'll see. We will see. Next. Alright, has Bunny Astolfo gotten a buff? Has this silly little fella gotten up? He did. That's right, he did. NP up. NP gauge at return. Crit stars, 20, remove debuffs, not bad. Any other buff? No. Zoinks. Alright, if you have to go to bed, go to bed. Ibuki is ridiculously strong and absolutely worth it. Amazing AoE Saber. I think I rated her the best SSR Saber in the game currently. Okita Alter. A lot of people argue that she's the best Saber in the game right now. So honestly, it's another really good pick. Charlie is cool. He's workable. You can use Charlie. He's not the best servant in the world, but he can work. He can definitely work. Muramasa is really strong. Pretty good. Does a lot of damage. Can loop. Trunk Sisters are like solid middle of the road, I would say. Trunk Sisters are cool. They're fun to use. I don't know if they're, like, amazing, but they're definitely good. They work. They're workable. They're good. And Benny, I love Benny. Benny's amazing. And she's not as good as she once was because she has so much competition now, but she's still very good. And you're never going to run out of, like, chaotic or evil servants to cut in half. Isn't that her niche? Isn't she anti-chaotic evil? Am I just, like, stupid? Is that her NP? Yeah, chaotic and evil. She just kills them all. Love Benny first SSR. Benny's great. Benny's fantastic. Most servants are workable. They're better than workable. The Trunk Sisters are good. I like them a lot. The problem is that they get outclassed by people like Dioscuri, who kind of do what they do but better. I sure do love my New Year's servant getting power crept by a New Year's servant. Hell yeah. Alright. And then the 4-star options are pretty solid. Saito is one of my favorite sabers in the game. Does a lot of damage. Arts Looper. I bring him more than I bring single target 5 stars a lot of the time. Dude's a monster. Absolute monster. Summer Maeve is not good. Saber Diramud, also not good. Summer Tomoe she's solid. Barghest, well, you know my opinions on Barghest. Amazing servant. Lakshmi Bai is good. Landling is good. Roland is solid. He's okay. Roland's okay. If you like him, he's good. And Watanabe is good. I mean, there's really... like, the only real miss on this whole banner, like, the only one I would say that's, like, a yikes if you get in the 5-star category is Astolfo. The 4 stars, I'd say about half are like a good pull, and then the other half is like, sorry, half are a great pull, the other half are just like a good pull, and then one of them is Maeve and Diramud. Yeah, the problem is that it is very saturated. There's a lot of stuff going on in this one. So if you're aiming for any one particular saber, you're probably not going to get them because it's a 1 in 7 chance. But I mean, the only one that I would say is like not a good pull is Astolfo. Other than that, it's pretty good. Afternoon, how's it going? Alright, good night. I would give this like an 8.5 or a 9. Oh, I'm sorry, is the font color bad? Give me a sec. There, hope that helps. Alright. Are these rated by overall or per class? We're going by each individual one. What's up, Havenwing? We're rating each of these individually. Why would you sponge our eyes? What do you mean? Oh, you're right, I'm sorry. Let me make this better for you guys. And now...
Why the numbers comb colored?
I need... There we go. I regret nothing. Hold on. There we go. I drew on your screen with a Sharpie, with a highlighter. Alright. Yeah, good banner, I would say. You're streaming normal time tomorrow. You gonna catch Nikkei stream? The what? Oh, for summer? Probably not. I mean, I already know who some of the people that are coming are. It's Maiden and 2 other people. And Maiden's cool. I wouldn't be surprised if we got an Alex summer already, but I doubt it. Are we getting Guilty too? That'd be cool. Alright. Keep it on track. Archers. Let's look at the archers. Is there 3 art? No, it's just the 2. Wow, that is a small pool of archers. Squirtoria. Very good. Ishtar. Not as good as she once was, but still okay. Gilgamesh is very strong. Moriarty is not very strong. So, this is a weird one. And then Fujino is incredibly powerful. Atlanta, not good. Summer Pirates, just okay. Emiya, he's okay. Emiya Dark Mode is just okay. HPB Archer is bad. Chiron, very good. Tomoe, solidly okay. Tristan is good. Only guy I don't have is Edgeman. I don't know how much I want him anyway. He's in my opinion, I don't like him. I don't think his kit's very good. He feels weird to use. I feel like I would just rather use another servant anytime I use him. Scritoria equals loop, but not much damage, but a lot of loop. I mean, I use Squirtoria in a stall team where she just can just NP every single turn. And that stall team originally was her, Tamamo, and Mash, and it just went on forever. Because she has a heal in her kit that drains her NP gauge, but it's still solid. I like her a lot. I still think that she's good. I think she's not as good as she once was, but she is still good. Ishtar is in that same boat. This is like very... I feel like this is a very dated category. Know what I mean? I feel like every single one of these servants is dated to a degree. The only exception really being Gil, but even Gil has like... Doesn't Gil just have like a base charisma? No, what is it? I think it's just base golden rule, 50% NP gain. This could be upgraded. They probably will upgrade it because people like Gil a lot. Don't get me wrong, 50% NP gain is good. That's really good. For 3 turns, it's solid. But in current year, it needs a little bit more oomph to it. This is like a 5. All around, this is like a 5, maybe a 4. Please stop making it harder to read. Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Alright. Next, we are on Archer 2. What's this ping thingy? Oh, you mean this? That is that we're currently ranking how good these banners are. Was that not obvious by this? Look, I mean, people want to complain in chat. I'm just, you know, I'm just doing my thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my god. Alright, we struck gold. Chat, we found it. We found gold. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. That's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. Alright, no more fucking with it. We found the thing. Alright. It's still crunchy. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll fix that. I'll fix that the next time we do this. Yeah, next one. Shout out to angry YouTube comments.
I can read.
Jarcher is okay. She's good, isn't she? Is it bad to skip a GSS? I mean, no. If you're free to play, then don't worry about it. I mean, my thing is, I would say that GSSR is the only time when you can justify spending money on FGO because you know you're going to get something out of it. Not free to play, just don't like my odds. I mean, that's a valid reason to not spend $15. I don't blame you. Yeah, she's good. She's a good farmer. Yeah, 90++ kind of fucks with her, but I mean, not every node is 90++. Say is, well, Super Orion is very powerful, absolutely goated. Great unit. So you have a 1 in 3 chance. You have good unit, okay unit, and amazing unit. Say is one of the archers of all time. She's yeah. Don't get me wrong, I like Say. I love the artist. Hako's Bale's one of my favorite VTubers. Yeah, she's okay. Her Berserker form is better. And then the four stars are pretty solid. Okay, so you have Ash, who's amazing. Anastasia, who's amazing. Ilya, who's okay. Osakabe Hime's just okay. Jane, with her buff, is really good. Zenobia is really good, and Bob is really good. You only have 2 whiffs on this, and that's Child and Nerd. Otherwise, solid. I mean, Say isn't the worst servant in the world. The 4 stars are great. The 5 stars are, I mean, it's a win big. You have a 2 in 3 chance of getting a really great value, and a 1 in 3 chance of just getting good value, and then a lot of good value in the 4 star who you get. So, you know, hits like a wet pool noodle at NP1. Well, great, good. You should roll this banner to get more NP levels of her, shouldn't you? Yeah, I'm thinking that for me is going to be a 8 out of 10. That's a solid. That's a solid banner. Like, I mean, even if you don't really like Say, she's like her gameplay, she's a good character to have. What's up, Origin? How's it going?
Orion is living his best dream on that banner. It's mostly women besides Ash.
I mean, yeah. Ash is holding him back. Yeah, we're doing GSSR homework. That's actually a good way to put it. Alright, Lancer banner. Lancer 1. Aresh Kigel is fucking amazing. Skahawk is fucking amazing. Tamamo Lancer needs a buff, and Brynhild is good. That's a 50% chance at greatness. with a 25% chance at something really decent and rare, and then a 25% chance at cute. And then your 4 stars. I love Lulter, but she's not great. Vlad is fine. Liz is decent. Kyuhime Lancer is okay. Neza's okay. Parvati's really good. Fion is a good looper. Raiko is very good. Anna is just fine. Li Shuen, you know what? I really like Li Shuen Lancer. He's really fun to use and really strong, but he gets hyper slept on. Homie does need a buff, but he's like, I like to use him a lot. And then Valkyrie is fine. Your 4-star selection is not the best in the world, I won't lie. Your 5-star selection is pretty decent. I think it's a 6.5 out of 10. I think 6.5 is fair. Was the JP Annie in the beginning of the month, or was that NA? That is NA is happening at the beginning of the month, and JP, I believe, is happening like the 24th or something like that. Alright, moving on. Now this is a banner. Yeah, let's talk about some power. Sakamoto and Oreo are a match made in heaven. They pop the fuck off. I keep mistaking them every year. Hey, same. Give me a second, I need to drink my water. Okay, I'll drink more water. Yeah, they're good. They're outclassed by some other units, but they're good. Melusine is broken, and Roma is good. There's no losing. These are all good units. If you need a Lancer, if you need an AoE Lancer, this is the fucking shit. You will not be disappointed by any of these SSRs. Roma is arguably the weakest option in a way, but has a lot of like good application. But yeah, a 1 out of 3 chance of getting Melusine if you don't have her is solid. Small pool raises your chances of getting them. That's good. And then for your 4-star options, Ibaraki Lancer is solid. She's okay. Canis, love them to death. Pretty good. Chin Liang Yu is bad, but I love her anyway.
Sensei, random question: a bag of nickels or mystery bag thrown at you?
Nickels, I can parry it. Don Quixote is, with his buff in 2 years, is pretty solid. MHX, or Jesus Christ, Mysterious Alter Ego Lambda, this dumb fucking name, Melt, is good if you need a looper. And Percival is amazing. Probably best 4-star Lancer in the game. It's hard. This is a hard one to beat. Pretty much everything on this banner is good, with the exception of Chin Liang Yu. And yeah.
His sweet mother is always a win for my boy.
Look, I love her. I love her to death. It's a 9 out of 10. That is a solid banner. There's practically no whiffs on that. The only one is Chin Liang Yu. That's the only one I would say is a whiff. You don't want a Melu dupe? What's wrong with you? Having more Melusine is great. You just hit things harder. Chin Liang Yu is cute. I mean, I use her. I use Chin Liang Yu. I like using her. She's fun to use.
With this recent patch on the Karen and Mel 10 cubes or gimmick is bugged and doesn't work, for you all to know.
Oh, good to know. Thank you, Lasagna. I want Romulus. Romulus is, he's good. Next, we have writers. This is wow. There is some discrepancy in this one for sure. Okay. Maid Alter writer is good. She needs some help if I remember right. Like, I think that she needs a little bit of help. Ivan is really good. Ivan is very good. Ivan does a lot of damage, has a lot of shit in his kit that's really solid. Iskander. You know what? Because no one else is going to make the bot say it, I will. Iskander. I have an opinion on him.
Phony.
There we go. Yeah. Don't worry. If you pull him now, then when they buff him this anniversary, he will be good. Trust me, guys, for real. Guys, seriously, they're gonna buff him this year. Really, I promise. Trust me on this. You can come back to this video, quote me, quote retweet me. They are going to buff him this year. This is the year. This is the year they do it. I promise you, they're going to do it. I don't even have like a big hard on for Iskander like I know some of my friends do, but like, this is the year.
I would climb him like a koala climbs a tree.
Oh my god. Slowly, and then eat the eucalyptus hairs off of him. Look, I want to believe. I'm choosing to. I have a poster in my room that's just of Iskander staring at the night sky, and a UFO is there, and it says, "I want to believe." I have that hanging right here in my room. I promise. So, yeah, unfortunately, he's the worst one on this of these, and that is a dud if you do get him. Unfortunately, it's a shame. He's so cool. He's such a fucking badass in Zero, but nope. And then your 4 stars. Astolfo is not good. Anne and Mary are just fine. Marie Antoinette is. She's okay. Every time she comes up, I just think of the time somebody told me that she is as good as Scotty. And I'm just like, I'm gonna let that slide. Martha is okay. Mordred Ryder is, yeah, outclassed, unfortunately, by...
Then let's wait for the inevitable Faker and Alexander buff this Annie.
I'm not outing them because I don't believe in witch hunts. Yeah, she's, unfortunately now she's very outclassed by Habitrot. But if you haven't cleared Lost Belt 6 for some reason, you know. And Astolfo, one of the better... What? Astolfo has a one-hit... Homie has a one-hit Noble Phantasm. Yeah. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think I would remember that because I would love to have an excuse to use Astolfo, but he's so... mid. I'm gonna give this list overall 5 out of 10. It might actually be lower. Is this lower? Is this a 4? This might be a 4. I think 5 might be too generous. I think it's a 4. I am being way too generous.
You are too generous.
Yeah, it's I would not roll on this one. The only temptation I have to do it is the fact that I don't have Maid Alter and I don't have Ivan, and I really like Ivan. Alright, next up. A really, really good banner. Okay. All of these SSRs are good. All of them are good. All of the 4 stars are good. All of the servants on this one are good. The only dud, kind of, is Constantine, because you have to wait 2 years before he gets his god buff, but he has a god buff.
This is an announcement from the Church of Writer. Murasaki Rider is the best, and you better use her first ascension. Praise Lord Writer.
Why would you use the first ascension when there's the beauty that is? Actually, I like this one. I like this one a lot because I like the big pen. Oh, yeah, she has it here too. Never mind, you're right. I'm stupid.
Don't forget Carmilla's aesthetic appeal, especially in her final ascension.
Carmilla has a lot of good appeal. Scroll up a bit. What?
Constantino Santi is now like the step below Castoria Santi level of good.
Yeah, so this is maybe news to some people. I don't know how it could be, but it is, maybe. So Constantine got a buff on JP recently, where he now has party-wide Buster up by 30% at MP level 1, potentially up to 50 if you have for some reason you're a psycho as an MP5. Invincibility for 1 attack 3 turns, which stacks with other invincibility. Reduce the damage taken of Roman allies, and then further increases defense for 1 turn by 100% and NP damage except for self for 3 turns by 20% with overcharge. Homie pops the fuck off. He has suddenly become a massive defender, like, tank. As opposed to what it was before, which is he gets invincibility for 1 attack, 1 turn. It now is 1 attack, 3 turns, party-wide, and stacks. It's pretty big. It's not insignificant. This shit is amazing. Aina's MP can keep 2 invincibility to 1 character. I think so. Maybe. I don't know. All the servants on this banner are good. Da Vinci Rider is a little bit outclassed by Habitrot too, but is also fine. Like, she gets the job done. Oh! Controversial opinion, that's a 10 out of 10 banner. That's a solid one. That's a definite, like, if you need any of these characters, go for them. They're all very good. They're all very, very good. You're not gonna whiff on any of those. I'd not give it a 10. Who on this banner is bad? Like, who on this banner is bad? Like, the only character I'd say is just, like, kind of whatever is maybe Dobrynia, but Dobrynia just got buffed. Actually, I don't know what her buff is. I have no idea. Was it to her NP? Had to have been. Alright, so before it was ignores defense, inflict burn for 3 turns, reduce defense. It's an AoE buster. And now, it also does more damage. Does more damage, charges party's MP gauge by 10%. It's an okay buff. It's not the worst thing in the world. This banner has no faults, but it's not like super cracked with meta supports and the like, but fuck meta. Well, I can't say fuck meta because I'm trying to give people gameplay advice. I will be adhering to the meta to a degree. But, I mean, Reyna's is very strong in the meta. Bakin is very strong. Constantine is very strong he's a little bit more niche, but yeah, he's very strong. And then Da Vinci Rider is decently powerful. I think it's good. I think it's a good... Okay, fine. fine. I'll adhere to peer pressure. I'll make it a 9 out of 10, but I think it's very. I do think it's still very good. All right, next. The banner I'm probably going to end up rolling on if I'm desperate. Ilya is bad. Scotty is good. Scotty's very good. Nero is like solid middle of the road AoE caster. Merlin is good. And then Da Vinci is kind of... She okay. Da Vinci okay. She do okay damage. Merlin is coming, trust. I so badly want to roll on this banner because it's a 1 in 5 chance of getting Merlin. I have these other 4. The only like the super low roll would be Scotty, because more NP copies of Scotty I really don't need, because they don't really do anything. Oh, didn't mean to click that. Da Vinci's cool though. I think that they will buff Da Vinci in the future. We do have female Merlin soon, but I need Buster. I need Buster because I'm a fucking monkey. What's the catalyst? I'll put my cock on the mass shield. Alright, so... Helena is decent. Gil is good. Cersei's okay. Sheba's okay. Edison is good. Nursery Rhyme is bad. Nitocris is amazing. This is not a character that exists, and neither is this one. This is given really strong 6 energy. Know what I mean? I think this is a 6. Well, nobody uses Da Vinci Caster right now because her damage isn't... She can't loop. She's an AoE art servant that can't loop. Her damage is okay. Like, she actually does decent damage, but she has a 1-hit NP, which sucks. What is this, Nursery Slander? Look, I love Nursery Rhyme, but you need to make a case to me as to why she's not a bad unit. Yeah, I love Da Vinci. She's my first SSR.
Just pull Marlon SMH.
Her kit's really good. It's just her NP, huh? Anyway. We'll call that a 6 out of 10. Nursery Rhyme does not have a nice battery.
When I set my cocking face down, defense and my turn.
Nursery Rhyme does not... Look, I have Nursery Rhyme and I use her. I used her for years to farm. It's a 40% battery. It is not a nice battery. That shit is incomplete.
Not so fast, Saber.
Trust me, I know. I believe me when I say I'm aware because I have used Nursery Rhyme a lot because I like her. I like Nursery. She's cool. I loved her in the extra anime. She was great in that, but like, it's bad. Like her, let's look at her kit. This is an okay skill, right? 50% crit up, 600% absorb, decent. This, bad skill. Defense up, shapeshift, morph, whatever you want to call it, shit, bad skill. This skill, hate it. The debuff, the remove debuffs is fine, but like 40% battery, it's not great.
Nursery's anti is effing terrifying in lore.
In lore, she's one of the most strong. In lore, Nursery Rhyme is maybe the strongest character in Fate, and people love to argue with me on that. But in practice, she's not great. Shout out to like so many characters that are like that.
Can we get some Thomas Edison praise in the house?
I said he was good. Edison is good. I like Edison a lot. Edison's cool. He has had such a glow up over like the last few years, but I've already talked at length about Edison before. He's a good pull. He's a good pull for this banner. Alright, next. Alright, Castoria. What's your runner-up banner? I still need to look at them all, but you know what? I know what it is. This one. But we'll talk about that. Yeah, this is an insanely powerful banner. So Castoria is immediately a huge thing. Best character in the game, 3 years running. No, it'll be 4 years running as of JP. Izumo is very, very strong. She's fun to use too. Crane is cool but weird, and because people don't like weird, they think she's bad. And Murasaki is a good arts looper, but also has a lot of good niches because she's anti-demonic. Really fun to use. Murasaki's really fun to use. Crane is CQ maxing. Yes, she is. Caster Charlotte is okay. The quote-unquote bad role is Crane. But then again, Crane is amazing. Crane does so much. It's just that she requires you to think about how you're going to use her, and a lot of people are like, why can't I click the Castoria button on this bird? Miyu is Diet Merlin. I'm still not sold on Miyu, but I know people like her, and rats are better than Castoria. So I'm going to say that this is... 8 out of 10. Castoria being on the banner is so huge. I'd give it a 9. I don't know if I can give it a 9.
You do not know how long I refreshed to find a decent crane on one of the road to pound thing. I think it's Anastasia.
I mean, do I have Crane on my support list? I'd say 9 or high. Yeah, you know what? Y'all are right. I'm trying to... All of those SSRs are good. Do I have Crane on my support list? I should. Let me check. Yeah, super rare 4 stars and very good 5 star. Yeah. That's a solid one. I mean, you're not going to whiff on really anything. Alright, next. Assassino. Yeah, if you don't have Castoria, roll on that banner because you have a 1 in 4 chance. 25% chance of getting her, and if you don't get her, you're getting something else that's good for sure. Let me look. No, I have a Tamamo on support. I have Tamamo. I think this is Asclepius. It's not loaded yet. Yes, I have Tamamo, Asclepius, and it's not loading. Why is my internet shit right now? Okay. Cleopatra is... She's good. She's very slept on, but she is good. She's very outpaced by a lot of other units. Who's my other one? Oh, it's Cass with the QP one. So yeah, my casters are Tammy, Asclepius, Cass. I like using Cleo, but she's mid as fuck. Cleo has amazing NP gain. Absolutely, like, disgusting NP gain. She can NP... If you're... Like, this is a weird thing to say, but you can theoretically solo with Cleo and NP every other turn. And her crit damage is nice, too. She does a lot, but she's so weird to use that a lot of people are like, eh. She does need a buff, but I do like her a lot. She's a character I have a lot of experience with. She's really fun to use. Shuten is good. She's okay. Shuten is like weirdly enough a decent off support. Who I think is going to get a buff on JP anniversary this year? Eastgander. They're going to buff Eastgander. They're going to buff Eric Bloodaxe. They're not going to buff any females. It's only going to be buff Bara men with big old man milkers in your face. It's the year of the Bara. Get your asshole ready. I have Shuten and never used her yet. I just like her a lot. I mean, fair.
Good.
Good.
You're a Nike, Mr. Goat.
Trust me, guys. I swear.
Finally, we win.
I swear it's gonna happen. And I'll also release the male pregnancy video at the same time. Trust me. All of this is super real. MHX is still not great. She's just kind of fine. And Gramps is still good. Gramps could use an additional buff.
There is a harder chance that they would give each account a free Castoria for any.
I mean, that would be funny. Don't worry about that, Joytop. Yeah, I could see him getting a buff, but he doesn't really need one. He's still just very good. Carry, I don't really like Carry. Some people swear by Carry. I do not like using Carry. Yan King is okay. Carmilla is okay. Steno is okay. And Wu is really good. Like, the real winner here is Gramps. Gramps is so fucking strong. Carry is very strong, just as NP gain is gimped. I would rather use any other character that fits his same niche. That's just me. It's like a 5 out of 10 banner. I think 5 out of 10 is fair. There's some power here, otherwise it's not. Like, Gramps does carry this. I would say Gramps and Cleo carry this banner. Weirdly enough, I think that Cleo is better than Shuten, but that is entirely my own biases. Wu actually carries it. Wu is very strong. But Wu is also in the base banner. Nah, she's good. I think MHX is pretty nice. I like using her a lot. I've not been big on it, but she is good. She's weird. My problem is, like, I have so many assassins, and I just use Izo. I just bring Izo for my problems. If I'm fighting a rider, yeah, just Izo. Alright. Another very strong banner. If I could, what buff would I give to Barghest? I would buff her first skill. The one that is identical to Gawain's.
Speaking of Nugget, have you heard the news, Mr. Goat, of the Nandroid comma?
I haven't. I would buff her first skill, and I would just have it increase her healing. Increase her amount healed. That's it. Maybe round up the numbers to be 20 and 20, and then increase heals. Alternatively, give her a guts. Something like that. I don't know. I think if she had a guts, she would be actually unkillable. It'd be insane. But I think just something that increases the amount healed would be great. Like, they could do it for the party too. Just party-wide increase healing by 50 to 100%, and then she'd be fun. It would be a perfect buff. It fits into how she already plays. Would it be too strong to give Barg hard defenses? She has hard defenses. Or do you mean like in an evade and an invincible? Well, that's why I'm saying she would get healing. It would be overpowered if she just got hard defense, because she just already eats so much. Healing bonus on Sunfield? No, I would just rather just be a flat healing bonus. The Sunfield thing is stupid. I hate that so much. Alternatively, have it be that she can make the sun appear. And apply that to one of her other skills. Alright. Assassin banner. Kama. Super strong. Super strong. Very strong unit. Currently available right now if you want to roll for her. Very strong. How does GS... No. You get to roll on one banner. You get one banner to pick from, and then you roll on that one. So of the 20 banners, you can pick one to roll on, and then after that, they all go away. I don't have Kama. I would like a Kama, but I don't have a Kama.
Comma, chameleon, you come and go, you come and go.
Semiramis. So, yeah, Kama, amazing. Semiramis is good. Kind of awkward to use, but good. She's used not for, like, standard farming or anything like that, if I'm remembering right. I don't have her, so I really don't have much experience with her. And no one has her on support because no one uses her. 30% battery... 50% debuff resist, anti-caster shit, 40% NP gain, and then poison, reduce buster resist by 50%. That's really good actually, but you need 8 stars. Stars are less of an issue in the modern era. And then anti-ruler, Saber, okay. And then buffed NP... AoE damage, increased defense, party buff removal resist by 100%. Never mind, she's not that good.
Hanging Gardens of Gilgamesh.
She's just okay. And then Koyan is maybe the best assassin in the game. She's fucking disgusting. And she benefits from more NP levels, is the thing, because she actually does decent damage as a DPS. So you have a 2 out of 3 chance. This is just like that one Archer banner. You have a 2 out of 3 chance of getting something amazing, and then a chance to get something kind of whatever. And then Summer Ushi is a amazing perfect servant that there's nothing wrong with. Okita is okay. Danzo is not great. Yume Ren is okay. Chris Assassin has good art. And I love Chiome. Chiome is amazing, and I like her, and she does a lot of fun stuff. But, you know, she has issues. She has issues. Yeah, sorry, I should have been more specific. I meant if I roll on Assassin 2, is the pull out of the 5 and 4 stars, or is it just the... Oh, no, it is... You will, when you pull on it, you will get a 5-star and a 4-star. You'll get one of each. God, the fact that Koyan is on this banner, though, is really strong. I think that alone... Koyan and Kama being on this banner carry it super fucking hard. Yeah, you're guaranteed... 1 SSR, 1 SR, you can theoretically get everything on this banner. Like, if your luck is God tier, you can pull all of these and then 1 CE. I think Kama's a little awkward to use. No, Kama's good. I've gotten multiple copies of different SSRs and GSSR banners before. Like, it's not impossible. Alright, next, Zerkers. Kintoki, still a good beat stick. Still very good at Unga Boonga Me hit thing. MHX Alter.
You better score my banner well, husband, or an omelet for you.
Not the omelet. MHX Alter.
All recommendations should be tempered by what you already have in your own cal, dear.
I already covered that at the start of the thing, but yes. MHX Alter is good. Hijikata, there's an insane man on Twitter who does challenge quest solos with a level 3 Hijikata is amazing for a lot of reasons, but yeah, he's cool, good guy. And Raiko is very good too, but how? It's because of his gut skill.
My level 100 Hijikata is my love.
Well, there's this, which is more crit damage because of his...
Do you think they will lower the choose yourself GSSR this many in JP?
Do I think they'll lower it? No. Yeah, gets him down to 1 with this, which is really good, and then he does insane crit damage with this, and his NP already hits really strong. So the lower his health is, the more damage he does. So being level 3 makes it so that he has low health by nature, and then can just do all that crazy shit off rip. It's good. And then your SR banner. Cat is okay. This cat is okay. She's decent. Ibaraki's okay. Nobu's okay. Cat's okay. Fran is bad. She's okay with the addition of Alco, but otherwise it's kind of meh. Beowulf is good. Herc is good. Herc is very good. Alente, Jesus. Penthesilea is very good. And then Lancelot is good if you have Scotty and not good otherwise. I mean, I know what I think. I think it's a... Okay, no, it's probably a 6. I think it's a 6.
De cat seemed this banner on with me normal pulse.
No, I don't know. I keep looking at these banners through my own eyes, where I'm like, I think 7 is good. Where I'm like, I have all of these characters and do not care for like getting more copies of them.
Do you think they will give us another Destiny Order banner this anniversary?
Maybe. Like, they're all okay. The SSR selection is goated. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I think 7 is fine. I think the issue with a lot of the SSRs here is that a lot of them are very specialized to do just the one thing. So, like, Kentoki just blows up on a guy. MHX blows up on a guy. Hijikatsu blows up on a guy, survives, then blows up on another guy, and then Raiko is AoE, Buster, fun, phony. Oh. I think 7 is fair. I think 7 is fair given that the SR collection is kind of whatever as well. Next. Oh, Jesus. Arjuna Alter, Miyamoto Musashi, Summer, and Morgan. With Kijo Koyo, Kriemhild, Sei, and Brynhild. I'm just gonna... Anyone want to argue with me on this one?
I wouldn't call this the best banner, but it is the safest.
It's 100% the safest banner. It's a 10 out of 10. No, Musashi isn't a downside because of her buff on JP. She is the best SSR archer in the game right now. Kijo Koyo bad. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. Ibuki Summer on the horizon, though. Well, that's the thing. I think that the...
Morgan, my beloved.
They serve different uses now, where... Like, they can work effectively the same way. Ibuki is arguably the better servant, but in the instance where, hey, Sabers, there you go. Bring her instead. Yeah, Ibuki Summer is mostly used for farming. You can use Musashi as a lot of other shit. But yeah, there is no bad. The only, like, I would argue the only, like, bad pull on this banner is maybe Bryn, but I think Bryn is also kind of good. All the 4 stars here are really good. Dynamom, very strong. Yeah, this is if you are a new user of FGO and you want to, like, if you're a new FGO user and you want to be able to, like, get strong quick, this is your banner. This is the banner. All of these servants are good. Alright, next. So tell me Musashi never did that much lower damage. Oh, to me, Musashi never did that much lower damage. No battery, squishy. Did she get a battery? I'm trying to remember. No, she didn't. They just buffed her NP, so now it does 200% damage against Sabers. Yeah, she has hard defense in her evade. So Musashi just has a harder time getting started. But once she's going, she's real going. Yeah, she's she pops the fuck off. She's really strong. Yeah, but it's just one attack. Well, okay, most of the time when you're going to be using Musashi, you have characters like... You probably have a Castoria on hand. And Castoria has invincibility. And if you're using 2 Castorias, that's 2 invincibility, her own evade, a guts, and then Castoria's NP. She's going to be okay. Trust me, I've used her. She's okay. Most of the time, she's just fine. I'm not saying that she's better than Ibuki. I'm saying they have different niches. I'm saying that she's good. She's a good unit. Next banner. Amakusa. I hate Amakusa. I got a message from Chris, friend artist Chris, asking me, it was like 11 o'clock at night for me, hey Klidge, who are the fake characters that you hate? Like, actually, like, it's an on-site kind of thing. And my answer was, Liz jokingly, let me actually just pull this up so I can just read it for y'all. I said that it was Liz jokingly, otherwise it's Lancelot Saber, Gilgamesh Archer, and Amakusa Shiro. So anyone named Shiro is in the hate tier? I just don't... Okay, he's in there for a different reason. I think Amakusa is very uninteresting and is just like... Fucking... I just don't like him. I just don't like him. Wow, all men. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure if I went and I looked through some of the females, I could find some that I dislike. But those are the 3 that came to mind immediately. And that's because... And I think the through line for it, with the exception of Lancelot, is shitty-ass villains. Like, very bad at being a villain. It's like, I don't know. Amakusa Shiro is very generic and boring to me.
Can't relate. Slurping and that milk tank all day every day up the wall, stripping down the ceiling in the bed in the grass everywhere.
You wrote that in my chat room. I want you to know that. I don't know. Anytime I've ever, like, gotten him, it's been on a GSSR, and it has been the one character I don't want.
So you hate him for being discount Kier A?
Pretty much. Kira, he is everything. He wants to be Kira so bad, and he just isn't. And that's why I dislike him. I just don't care for his character at all. And his gameplay is very whatever. Like, the one thing that he really has going for him is that he has buff removal on his NP. Otherwise, he's just kind of whatever. I do not care for him. On the other hand, Sherlock, I really like. Sherlock's really fun to use. There are so many situations where Sherlock is very applicable. Great unit, great utility in his kit. Very strong, like him a lot. Dante's very good if you have Scotty, otherwise he's just okay. But if you have Scotty, he's really good. And Jolter is waifu of the year 2024. Gets a great buff. A lot of good art came out recently. Like the 50% battery buff, a lot of people were bitching about it because it doesn't do enough, but it's a 50% battery on a character like her, which means that she can just start off the fight with her NP, which is like the main selling point of Jolter. She's great. Still a good unit. And then the SRs are 3 out of 4, really good.
If you dislike all Shiros, does it include the polar bear?
I didn't say I dislike all Shiros. The chat said I dislike all Shiros. I didn't confirm that. I just don't like Emiya Shiro. I like normal Emiya. I think Emiya is okay. I don't like Amakusa Shiro. I like Shiro the polar bear. Giving her a battery after, so you do dislike all. I just said I like Emiya, and I like the bear. Giving her a. Isn't Shiro also the thing that makes up Tyson? What? No. What? I don't know where you pulled that bit of lore from, but no. That's a solid no. The thing that makes up Taisui, the meat flesh thing, was that called a Shiro? It has a different name. I know it by its fucking Chinese name. Shiro is the massive flesh with eyeballs. Okay, well I like that thing. That thing's cool because it has my son as a part of it. I love Taisui. I love Taisui so much. My sweet, squishy boy. He's so silly. Anyway, Martha is good. Gorgon is good. Lobo is also... You know what? These are all good all good SRs. I like this banner a lot. It's just it has Amakusa. There's a lot of good firepower on this banner, so I'm going to say it's a 7.5 out of 10. Why does this go all the way the fuck down like this? What the fuck? I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. I think that's good. There's a lot of good stuff on that. Seriously, the only whiff I would say is Amakusa. And even then, like, I personally don't like Amakusa. Some people swear by him. He's not for me. I've never really cared for him. Next. Well, that's a contentious banner if ever there was one. Okay. Bunny Artoria. His most glorious, magnanimous emperor of China, Shi Huangdi. Space Ishtar. Nobu. And Bibi. Bunny Artoria is not great. She's really not great. His most glorious and praised emperor under the sun is solidly okay in certain situations and otherwise not really usable. He's just okay. I like him a lot, but I understand why people may not. He's very good in a solo context, but outside of that, he's kind of just fine. She is good. What do you mean not great? Explain yourself. The floor is yours. Why should... Why? Why? She has great assets. She can crit and lock cards. Are we talking about the same character? You're talking about BB. You're talking about BB. Oh, no, BB. Okay.
Hell yeah. Just beat the final DLC boss.
Hey, congratulations. God, I thought you were talking about Bunny Artoria. I was gonna say Bunny Artoria is not that good. I will fight on that. I like BB more. I like her gimmick. It's just that she's a little bit outclassed these days. Space Ishtar, still a great universal looper. Demon King Nobu, still... She's decent. She decent. Card Shuffle is nice and the battery is overhated. I don't... Here's the thing, is I just do not care enough. Like, is she supposed to be a DPS? Is she supposed to be a support? What is she supposed to do? I just don't care to use her very much. Demon King Nobu's okay. A lot of people swear by her. I like her, but I'm gonna say she's just okay. And then, yeah, BB is great in a CQ context and challenging content, and that's kind of it. Astraya is one of the best 4-stars in the entire game. MHXX has a lot of good dojins of her, and Hephaestion is decent. All in all, I think this is also a 7.5 out of 10. No, it's probably a little bit lower. I'll probably give it a 7. Yeah, I think 7 is fair. Is 7 too high? Am I being too generous again? I think 7 is fine. By great dojins, you mean Studio TMI. There's a lot of good MHXX dojins out there. MHXX is carrying Fate dojins super hard. Alright, next. Who's the best servant dojin-wise? Nito Chris. Next question. Amore is good. She's okay. Moriarty is good. God, I love Himiko. Kama Avengers very strong. Tyra is the GOAT. And Kiara is good. These are all good. None of these are like super duds. I'd say maybe Karen is the most dud. But, I don't know. I've never really cared for Karen. I think she's just fine. Let me refresh my memory. What does Karen even do? Invincibility, 3 attacks, 3 turns. Absorbs party NP gauge every turn. Grants party invincibility 1. Okay. You say that when Moriarty is right there? Yeah, that's true. Moriarty is probably worse. She has a taunt with a 30% battery. Rainbow buff for 20%. NP gauge down. Oh, she does have a buffed NP. Okay. Bonus damage to chaotic. Reduces quick resistance by 20%. Buff block 1 time, 3 turns. It's pretty good. I like Moriarty. I like Moriarty more than I like Karen. If I remember right, Karen's damage is kind of doo-doo. I don't know. I've never really cared for her. Like, even just looking back through her kit, I think that she's just fine. She's workable. I mean, all these characters are good. And then same. Both are trash. That's factually incorrect. Karen Kim, Black Grill Loop, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Get Himiko so low so EO isn't sad later this year. True! Actual factual reason to roll on this banner. Get your Himikos now so you can level them in time for EO in November. No, I don't think I will. Ban yourself now. I think that's probably the same. Another 7 out of 10. Extra classes tend to be pretty good. 4 stars are the same, still really good. Himiko is very strong. I like her a lot. Okay, next, arguably the worst of these banners for the extra classes. Oops. Oh my god, Tyra, hi. There is 2 really good servants, 1 decent servant, and 2 really bad servants. Oh. So, Okita is not great. She is not great. They've buffed her a lot. Her damage is still really bad. I have her. I use her from time to time. I'm just like, man. Rough. Yeah, once again, she's usable. Check sub cottage I tried. Oh, God. What's Tig pinging me about? Oh my god, TM, I'm high. You cannot ping yourself! Thank you, Tig. Isn't Okitan just Summer Okitan but busted? No. Summer Okitan has a lot in her kit that actually works cohesively well with itself. Everything that normal Okita Alter does is, like, weird. Alright, so 30% Buster Quick Up and against Sky Attribute for 3 turns, 6 turn cooldown is okay. 30% battery, 500% Star Absorb, 20% attack up 3 times, 3 turns, 6 turn cooldown. Bad skill. Very bad skill. Awful skill. And then NP gauge by 30% up for 3 turns. Overcharge own NP by 2 stages for 1 time 3 turns. 2 attack, 3 turn evade. Why? Okay. It's okay. Non-buffed NP. This thing hits like a fucking wet noodle. It's an AoE 7 hit. It does no damage. I don't know. I don't really care for Okita Alter. Kiara is still good. She can arts loop. She has a lot of utility. Counterpoint, she's cute. True. Yeah, Kiara's good. She does a lot. She can arts loop. She does a lot of damage outside of looping. She eats you. You know, all the good stuff. Melt, very good. Melt's a really good alter ego. Good damage, good kit. Solid sustainability. Did they get rid of her thing that's, like, bad? No. I guess this is the only, like, bad thing about her.
Non-pussy.
Yes, non-pussy. Thank you. Abby. I will defend Abby till my dying breath. I really like her. I think her kit is really fun. She's just okay. I think that she's a decent off support, but otherwise is like, you know, I can think of times that I would actually bring her and she would be good, but she's very niche. I like Abby. I totally understand why other people are like, I'm not using Abby. And Hokusai is like one buff away from being really good. Has she never been touched? Have they never touched Hokusai? Okay, they did change this. And when was this changed? She have a buffed NP? She does not. When did this get buffed? Spring in Full Bloom campaign. Oh, it was a while ago. That was last year.
Pancakes for the pancake daughter. Ribbons for the ribbon throne.
Yeah, she's okay. She needs an NP buff. I could see them giving her an NP buff this time around. But otherwise, I mean, she's still decent. Well, if you use her a fair bit, you know that she's not the best in the world, but she's still she's usable. Unlike what a lot of people say, she is still usable. Like, she has her applications where she is very strong. It's just that those tend to be fewer and far between than most other servants. And then we already talked about these. These are all good. I think this banner is like a... like a 5.5. She says I need her to, and I love her for that. Yeah. I think 5.5 is fair. It's just like a fine banner. Like, if you need extra class, but you don't want these for some reason, I guess. I think this is the worst extra class banner for sure. Moving right along. We have KP. KP is good TM. She's weird. She takes a lot to get going, but once she gets going, she's the fucking god. Summer Abbey is bad. That's not fair. I think the Summer Abbey has her application. KP is very phony. I think the Abbey has her applications. It's just that she's kind of niche. I can think of a couple of times when she's like good to bring, but she does need some help. Van Gogh is maybe the best.
Phony.
Is maybe the best extra class servant in the game, quite possibly. She's ridiculous, literally game defining in a couple of ways. Great unit, love her. Voyager is my son, and How is really strong.
Get your space son so taste we can have a brother.
Yeah, right? Very strong. And then the 4-star lineup is also solid. Voyager got buffed, right? What did they buff on him? Was it his NP? Was it this? And they buffed his NP. They did buff his NP. Was Sky Attribute. So there's more damage. And more NP gauge for living humans. Living humans being pseudo-servants. Any of these that are relevant to him?
Going.
Not really. But you know. Yeah, guy, man is there. I guess if you want to be like a freak, you can like run a weird comp with him and Ilya for that child servant buff. I suppose you could do something with Chloe as well. This is good. There's an absolute like whiff on this in Abby Summer, which is rough. Yeah, the one living human enemy is the baby. Yeah, Abby is kind of whatever. What is the trait that man looks very out of place in? Oh, it's not weak to enema elish. Immune to enema elish. Is that... Wait, was that the one? Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, it was. That was it. He's surrounded by like gods and shit, and it's just a guy. Rolled for her specifically because I did it on stream. My luck with Abigail's are kind of wild. Phony. Where I will just roll on any banner where Abigail is present, and it'll just turn into me having an Abigail. Otherwise, aside from the whiff, this is a good banner. I would say it's like a 7 out of 10. I think 7 out of 10 is fair. It's a 7.5 IMO. I think 7 is fair. Because the only one out of these that's like defining, like account defining, is Van Gogh. The rest of them are just kind of solid. And last, talk about a fucking powerhouse. Again, there's one whiff. There's effectively like one kind of whiff on this. One, no, there's two whiffs. Never mind. And that's, we have Doman, who is ridiculously powerful. You have Super Bunyan, who is weak. Bazit, who is ridiculously powerful. You have Molay, who is kind of weak. Koyan Dark, who is good. And Oberon, who is ridiculously strong. Super Bunyan hits like a truck. I'm trying to think of situations. I have Super Bunyan. What are situations when I would bring Super Bunyan over the other alter egos? Is Oberon still high demand of friend supports? I mean, for a lot of people, yeah. He's a nice one to have there. So yeah, I'd say that your big whiffs here are Super Bunyan and Molay. Molay is still usable, though. Molay has her, like, uses. She's kind of funky. But she's fun. She's fun to use. If nothing else, she's fun to use. But yeah, the fact that you could get... So, okay, 50% of this banner is overpowered, right? And that's... Doman is ridiculously overpowered. Bazit is ridiculously overpowered. And Oberon is ridiculously overpowered. Koyan Dark she's not very strong, but she has like amazing utility in certain situations. Molay is strong-ish, a little bit more niche, and then I think that Bunyan is the weakest, but is still usable. So with all that said, this banner, in my opinion, our last banner we're going to talk about is 8.5 out of 10. There's a lot of power in that banner.
Pain and suffering await you.
Right, forgot to share this one a year
Oh,
and
shit. Sarah Gearis, thank you for the full year anniversary. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Congratulations on that 1 year. I'm sorry. Alright, chat. So, we still got a little bit of time left. I need to decide where I'm going to roll this.